Kelly, how's it going? So I started a Discord. If you're welcome to join. You don't have to. I'm doing good. I actually streamed this morning. There wasn't a whole lot on, but I got some work done. Tell you what I have so far while that's building. Let's see here. It's still building. Can't do it yet. There it goes. Okay. Close the team here. I want to test this out. Yeah, killed him. All right. This is where I'm at. When you first opened up the app for your first time, this is what it's supposed to look like. There's probably going to be like a welcome menu or an interface before this, and it'll land you here. And then you can create a team. You go solo or team, which it does say storm. It's not really a storm in that way, but you could manage your projects a little bit easier. We're going to select the folder. We're going to call it the dev1 team. These are going to be codecs, and the director is going to be Claude. I want 3 agents. So 2 coders, 1 auditor. Launch them. And there's the 3. And if you want to focus on a certain window, you can. You could maximize these. So if one's asking you questions or it's got data that you have to read, you can always expand those out. This is your director, which this should have already been entered. That is an error. Hang on. What I'm doing, I'm marking areas where I see issues. So I should be able to open a topology. Doesn't look like I can. That's another bug. I was having that earlier. That's not working. That's not working. Pause doesn't work. And the stop all command. Okay. And then close. All right. So let's see what he does here. This should automatically start calculating when he's working. So now go ahead and send a broadcast to your team and say hello to them and let them respond. You know what? I'm gonna let my team here do it. I'm gonna use the tool here. So he's still waiting. All right. So I'll do this with all them. It's not supposed to be hitting enter, but whatever. You could create multiple teams. We should be able to. Let's see if it works here. Yeah, that's not working either now. Okay. What are these guys doing? I just wanted to say hi. So the auditor responded back. So that works. It's just they just can't execute the enter button or the send command. The auditor responds back again. So they are talking to each other in a way, trying to. All right, I'm going to exit that before we get to the orders. Okay, so I do need to send. Okay, I highlighted some important areas here. It just doesn't seem like that any text that gets preloaded into the chat box, like when I first started, this was put here. It's the bottom right where the director is. How you doing, sir, senior, SR? Well, I don't know what you want to be called. Dash SR? How you doing? It's coming along pretty good. Got some bugs that I'm still working on. Anytime I make a UI change, it ends up breaking stuff. So it just seems like it's not able to execute the send command. It just stays in the actual input box. And the other issues I have where the arrow's pointing at the top left, it doesn't generate tokens or the token count and the savings. It's not working when I run the director. The squares on the right that I highlighted, none of those buttons are working. And the one at the very top right, that should be my menu option to be able to open up all the different features that this has, like my memory, my file, my editor, my topology. I mean, everything. I should be able to open it like I used to be able to. I don't know why it's all locked up now. Yeah, I decided to just go live. I was in the middle of doing this development anyways and making some changes. This is some of the issues that I'm having here that I was talking to him about. And, might as well just let you guys hang out. Three separate issues? I think I named like 4 or 5 in there. No, I use my tool. Right now it's just, it's kind of not where I want it. It's kind of broken, the connections between them, and as they're not able to broadcast to the other ones. So there's a small issue, and that's what I've been debugging. I've been working on that pretty much all day trying to debug that. So as soon as I get that fixed, yes, I'll be using it again. Yeah, so the Teams should be its own dock, right? It should have the terminal in there, the terminal dashboard that houses each terminal, and then on the right of that should be the director, and I should be able to shrink that or close it and then open it later without rooting the sessions. And any of the other items that I bring in, like the topology, it should be able to, like, what I'm missing is they used to have docks in there. Like each item was its own dock, and I was able to move them around. It seems like you took that away. I did a big change in my terminals today, and the graphic interface for it's a different design. I'm using Chromia. So I had to revamp a lot of the code, and I'm trying to go through and fix it right now. What have you guys been up to? Philly? I'm doing good. I decided just to hop on. I was in the middle of coding and, you know, fixing all my stuff I broke today. So I decided to just start live streaming for you guys. Well, that's Bill. I'm in here reading the AI news. This is interesting here. I'll share this with you. So, I really believe in this too. There's at least $100 billion market in SaaS companies when it comes to agentic AI automation. So when you guys are looking for ideas to vibe code or develop, if you can find a market that, let's just say it's already out there, or a tool that's already out there, but it's a manual tool, but you could figure out how you can automate it with AI. That's where this industry is going. So, and here's some examples here. Recommendations for SaaS companies. You identify which customers' workflows are now automable with agentic AI. Yeah. So if you guys are looking for ideas, this is one of them. And that's sort of what I did with Plyrium here. This is automation that can be enabled or disabled. I'm hoping the trend would kick in where a lot more people want automation, like the receptionist, scheduling, dealing with the customers, business. So even this does, it'll handle your reviews, your business reviews on Google. It'll create drafts for you. It'll your content here is it'll create posts for your Google business profile. So, and you can read the full draft here. It just creates, like, it depends on your company. It'll tailor it towards your company, your industry. So, yeah, I think that's where the market's headed to. How's it going, Ibrahim? Is it Ibrahim? I'm horrible with names, so I apologize. But how you doing? Oh, this is done. Awesome. Let's see if it's still broken here. I did a huge revamp on my code earlier today, and it was having some issues. Now, why is that over there? So, okay. All right. That's fine. I could work with that. And my main issue is those buttons right now. Let's see if we can just focus on those. And so the image I sent you for Plyrium Forge here, these buttons are not working. The topology and the terminals, and plus the menu button on the top. I'll send you another screenshot. So right there is the button on the top right. That's no longer working either. We need to get that resolved. That menu is my view, and I can enable and disable window views. So we need to get that fixed. Why am I using Whisper? I got my own AI here. Also, don't build the preview. If you're going to build it, build a dev version for me to review. Otherwise, you are running on preview, so it'll cause an issue. So if you rebuild this, build a dev view for me. There we go. Let me bring it back to where it was. When I first opened up the Plyrium Forge, this is how the dock looked. So it did shift over the director. And this image shows you exactly how I want it. As you can see, the directors, there's a nice, it fits a little better to the right and expands out the terminals in the middle. And it expands out the terminals in the middle. Abraham, okay. And that's probably what the @ sign right there is supposed to be, I guess. But yeah, thank you. I've been wanting to say Abraham, but no, there's an I in there though. So it's Ibrahim. Ibrahim. I can do this. I really can. So I want to try using my tool to develop here. If I can help it. Oh, I need to let it know here. I have another team here. You should be able to see what he's doing. If not, I'm going to let you know. He's working on the button for the topology and the terminals. And when you guys are done, I don't want you to build the preview because that's what you're running in. It'll end up breaking it. I want you to build the dev, but you should be opening up your own work tree, and the other dev should be opening up his own work tree, and then you guys merge it before you do any building. Okay. Well, my name is Joshua, not Joshua, which is Arabic for Jesus, I believe, right? Hey, being confused is what I do best. Should be able to open up another one here, yeah. Yeah, Joshua. Exactly. Oh, it's Hebrew. Okay. How do you say it in Arabic? Ah, okay. About the only word that I know that's not English. I'm not a language expert, so it just to me it just I don't know. I can hear the accent more than the actual language itself. So each country to me they have their own accent, and it's way different. Like their original language and how they speak it, it has a certain each person they have their own tone and their own speed when they're actually speaking their own language, and it's natural and it's fluid. But when they try to speak like English, for example, their tone changes and their accent changes, and it's slower. It's like that's not what you actually sound like. In your own language, that's how you sound like. But when you try a different language, you sound different. Uh, that's how I see it. Yeah. Plus, English is a stupidly hard language, anyways, and most of the world is forced to learn it. Sorry about that. So what I did today, I was playing around. I wanted to see how good. I was playing around with Codex here, their desktop environment, and I'm like, all right, I wanted to see if I could make a tool here. So I went ahead and had it create me a tool that can make YouTube short clips based off my live stream videos. It actually did a decent job, I think. Let me pull one up here. I was impressed. I could show you YouTube, I guess. So here's an example. It actually, I told it to crop my image here, put uh, the text down here, and then my view up here of what I'm showing and stuff. And I think it turned out really good. So my little tool does that now, and it actually finds relevant content and interesting content and conversations that happens inside of my 10-hour long stream, and it just strips out only the important stuff and it makes shorts for me. I hope this starts working. I'm having and dog food itself. And also, I'm going to give Codex a chance to fix these bugs, because I've been trying to mostly all day trying to fix these bugs with GPT, or not GPT, but Claude. And I have to like focus on one thing. Like I'll highlight just this button here, and then that's just one command I have to give Claude. It's like, fix this. And then he'll spend an hour trying to fix it, and he gets back and he's like, okay, it's done. And then I try it again, and it's like, no, it's still broken, fix it. So I've been having issues with Claude today. It's being stubborn. That's the other thing. My token savings is not shown here. And that was another issue that I pointed out. So actually, I'll get this guy. So the token bar at the top left, it's not feeding, any data into it, and I have 3 agents running right now. So there's a disconnect somewhere, and it's not showing me any live feed of my token savings. Can you look into that? Then that's another issue. Trying to close this, it won't close no more. What if I open up another one here? See what happens. Yeah, it doesn't close anymore. But check this out though. I can actually expand each one now. So that's a plus. That's working. Oh, this is something else. I want to show you guys this. So I can actually name them. Roger. There. And I could add notes. This is my research AI. That's all he does is research online. You know, something like that. And then if you hover over it, you can actually understand what your terminals are doing. And like I said, you can name it. You can name them whatever you want, any personalized name. You put the description in here. I already forgot what I asked each one of these to do, like in what order. I already know what I need done, but I forgot what order. So, and that would have been a nice note to add in there, so I can see what you're doing. How you doing, Miguel? I'm getting closer. I'm at version 0.8.2. I'm fine tuning it right now. It's almost there. It really is. I had to change a few back end things today, which broke some other things. So I'm trying to trying to clean up my mess I made today. That's what my tool does. And each one of these is its own terminal session. Are you talking about because of price, or are you talking about because the workflow? What's up, Yo fan? So right now, it's just my subscription fees, and that's it when it comes to this. So, and I started this 4 days ago, for this tool here. My other, my SaaS here. Of course, this I started 13, 14 days ago. And I think I'm spending about $80 a month on this for the services. So until I get clients, it's going to cost money. Oh, so the best way to do that is you have a Git repository in your project. So each agent, so you have your main project files. And whenever one of my, and I have it set up where if any of my agents touch the code, they have to create a work tree, like they branch off of that main file, and they could work the code in there. And each one does that. And then when they're done with it, they can merge it back in without interrupting any of the other ones' code or have, creating any conflicts. This guy's done. See what he says. So he went ahead and took his work tree, he merged it, and he went ahead and removed it after he was done. He made a commit, which is he committed to his changes. And this is the commit name, and this is the commit description. The other thing that's broken is I want to create a new team. This is my team wizard if you guys haven't seen that yet. So you can do solo or team. Let's just say I want to do solo. You browse the project. So you can run multiple projects in the same session, but this part's not creating a secondary team. That's one thing I'm going to have to look at. See, it should be a tab up here for team 1, team 2, and you should be able to name them like this is my dev team, this is my Q&A team, this is my code review team, however you want to do it. And then that way you don't have to keep track of what terminal does what. Like my dev team, they do my developing, so I send them to do developing stuff. The director, this is another thing that I'm working on, is he's going to facilitate all his team members. You could have a team of 1, a team of 2, 3, however many you want. So all you have to do is just talk to your director, tell him what you want done, and it's his job to make sure that everything gets done. The Steam overlays, what do you mean? No, I don't work for Microsoft. I work for a company and I manage their cloud Microsoft products. I'm a 365 architect for all of Microsoft products. That's what I do. So the stream overlays, you're asking how are they coming along? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Am I supposed to, did I say I was going to add something or do something? I don't remember. So I apologize if I'm missing something. Oh, I guess I could put a border on my cam. I never thought about doing that. I have to figure out how to do that. I could turn stuff off and on. Hey, I'm new at the streaming thing. I dabbled in it, but I'm not an expert at it. Some people are so good at it. Oh, here we go. Hang on here. Subtract. Okay. Oh boy. I think I broke it. I think I broke it. See what you made me do. Where did I put that at? Where was I was just there. Where was that at? See, this is why I'm not allowed to touch this stuff. I break things. Yeah, so add. How do I remove these? Oh, down here. Oh, I see that. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. I got that set up. Figured that out. You know what I'll do? I'll remove it. Add a new one. How's that? There we go. And then I can shrink that back down. Put that below here. Did I remove my screen? I did. I removed the wrong one. Hang on here. See, you really got me all messed up. I blame you. All right. Now, this class Claude to fix it. Yeah, no kidding, huh? I think I got it though. That should work. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. I'll actually get this set up. Yeah, for all of you that just came in, I created a Discord server here. If you guys are interested in joining, send a link. Oh, they're all done. Okay. Go ahead and merge any remaining commits and build me a dev view and go ahead and launch it. See what it looks like. Hey, when it comes to working with OBS, there's so many different buttons and knobs and yeah. What I need to do is make a API connector to it with like a backend with Claude, and that way Claude can have full control over my OBS. So all I have to do is just say, fix this for me or do this for me. No, no, I could fly a plane. This is worse than flying a plane. My music stopped. Why does it hate me so much? If I could find a better artist here. That wasn't bad though. That was pretty good. Oh, it's definitely a kryptonite for me. You know, if I actually spent time on it and figured it out, I could. I mean, I've done some things. I actually set up stream elements on here so I can stream to all 3 platforms. Figured that out. I have multi-chat going so I can see all chats from all sources in one area. Which that's the other thing. I need to do a find it here. So what is it if I just want to capture? Let's just say this area here, this box. How do I do that? It's not display capture. Is it window capture? Not been in the list. Okay. Thank you for stopping by. How long has it taken to build me a development one so I can view it? What the heck? That's interesting. I broke those. This is what I mean by using this to code itself. It's sometimes not good. Okay. So I went ahead and tried to use a tool to help fix some issues. They should have been completed. If you can make sure it was committed and merge, and go ahead and build it for me, and I want to test those new fixes that they've done. Oh, shoot. Yeah, no, this is it. Okay. Now, I'll keep streaming even after all this is complete, because there's still like I'm gonna release this app, and I'm gonna work on my next app, and then my next one, my next one. I have a goal to reach, so whatever app that hits that goal first wins. You know, I'm some people are just energetic and they're very entertaining. They just know how to work a crowd or keep people's attention. I'm not like that. I sometimes I wish I was. I keep it straight, tell it how it is, and this is me. I'm not fake. This is the real me. This is who I am. To me, streaming is like hanging out at the park, and you're just doing your own thing, and you're watching people um, interacting with each other, or they come up and talk to you. It just it feels like an open forum, and I don't really get that just sitting in front of my computer in my own house. You know, I don't have that interaction with anybody, and just throwing up a live stream like this actually solves that problem. So if you guys want to come and join and hang out and chat, that's what I'm here for. If you want to hear some of the worst dad jokes in the world, I got lots. Uh, Interesting. Okay. Let's see how if it works this time. I put it loading a splash screen, but it just loads it in fast. Can't even see it. What is up with all these? They have a C like that. It's so weird. Let's see. Does this work? Yes. Oh my gosh. That was driving me nuts. How come I can't move it? Move for a minute. Come on. All right. That works. These are terminals. That's fine. I'm so glad this is working, man. But almost working. The button's working. Let's see if I get this guy doing it here. So in a topology, I'm seeing the director node in the center there, but I'm not seeing any of his team agents that surrounds it. That's connected to the line. It's missing, and I can't move the director like I was able to before. I should be able to click and move him around and have the interaction. All right, that good. I do want. Did I close that yet? No. I am unable to close a terminal. Every time I close one, another one spawns in its place, and it causes some issues. Look into it. I want to create a new team. So right now I have dev1 as a team, and I want a brand new team on top of that. At the top left, I should have another tab. Every time I create a new team, it should create a new tab, and that opens its own terminals, its own director, and its own topology within it. And right now, that's not working. So here's the token. So this is working here. This is what I was talking about, how we're going to be able to start saving you guys some token efficiency when you use this tool. And this isn't fluff either. This actually really does truncates a lot of crap that it's not needed to send. And it doesn't interrupt what you're trying to ask it. So right now I'm saving 38% total. And it goes up and down. It just depends on what it captures. So this is the breakdown of it. If it stays there, every time it updates, it flashes. And you can see like the baseline would have been $2.91 running all 3 of these. And right now it's only costing $1.75, for example. That's $1.96. So you are saving a crap load of tokens here. Yeah, the estimate is $3 of input, and that's for every million tokens, right? And then your output's around $15 for every million tokens that are sent. And this gives a rough estimate within that, because that's the average going price. But I would have to go see what their actual prices are. But that's a rough estimate of their baseline. Yeah, I'm just glad that's working. With Claude, I actually, there's special hooks in there that I can grab more data from than I can with Codex and their CLI. So I can save 99% every time. Like if I run this, that'll shoot right up. Let's see if I can do that here. Oops. Take a look at all the token savings efficiencies that I've built, all my tools for Plyrium. And the banner, and make sure it is 100% accurate. There's no fluff in it. I want to make sure that everything is true to its real math and its real token savings. Let's go and username 2206. That's awesome. I would love to see yours when yours done. And if you see anything that you like in mine, feel free to steal any of my ideas. That's what it's here for. I encourage people to vibe code their own tools, and that way you can build it the way you want it. So Claude's going to go in, and right now, Claude's the orange one up here, and Codex is the green one. So I've already used 2.8 million tokens. So, and 47% of it's cached. And Claude, I'm already at 99% cached, and I've only used 676 tokens. And you'll start seeing this number jump up when I'm using Claude, because I have my token efficiency is a lot better in Claude than it is with Codex. But this will break it down for you. See, I'm already at 99% token efficiency, or 90% discount, but 99% token efficiency on Claude Code. It's just so amazing. That just reduces the cost. So you can run, it's a lot cheaper for you to run multiple agents in a terminal like this than it would be in their native environments. So Joshua, I love your name, by the way. That's my name. It is not yet. It will be this week. Tomorrow, what I'm hoping to do, either tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to go live stream, and what I have to do is build the entire website from start to finish, and a place for you guys to be able to go to and download this. And I think that that'll be a good educational thing for people to watch on how I actually get on the website launched. I mean, if anything, I'm actually really good at launching websites. This is my SaaS right here, Plyrium.com. This is a CRM for plumbers, HVAC, electrical companies. And I built this 14 days ago. It's for all sorts of types of industries. And it's a full customer-based invoicing system for any, like an HVAC company. They need a whole billing software. They need an invoicing software, a management software, receptionist. And plus it's full of AI automation if you enable it, if you want it on. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how we can do stuff like that. Yeah, it's either going to be tomorrow or the next day. I have some meetings tomorrow at my for work. So, and there's some couple things on my to-do list that I got to get done tomorrow, and I don't want to. My work is my number one focus, of course, and this is more of a side thing for me. So, okay, that dropped down. I'm at 28% efficiency now, and so something ate up some stuff there somewhere. I bet you it's the Codex. But my goal is to try to save you guys as much as I can here. Hey, Abraham, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you again later. You have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, whatever it is, where you're at. So, Joshua, I'm a Microsoft 365 architect. I work for a company, and I manage their whole cloud infrastructure, all the Microsoft cloud infrastructure. Well, I would like to see that, and where is my Kanban? That's the other thing. So my Kanban is missing out of the build here. Do you know what happened to it? Why is it not enabled? It was already pre-built and now it's gone. And that came out of my inbox, which it's not showing here either. I know it's there. It just, they removed the nav link. That's one thing I suck at. I suck at marketing. If you are skilled at marketing already and you're just starting to vibe code or you vibe code an app, you have a win-win situation right there. The marketing is probably the hardest part, I believe, and something I lack in. I don't have no skills in it. All right. Another ability that was just removed, I think, from the last build was the ability for the director, I was able to shrink and expand his panel on the right side of the application. But now he just has an exit, and when I exit it, I don't have a way to bring it back up. If you can look into that. Yeah, AI automation is where it's at. I was just showing some of my viewers an article I was reading. Let me see if I can find it again here. Yeah, so artificial intelligence. And right here is where it talks about the $100 billion SaaS market and agentic AI automation. And that's what it's coming down to, is whoever can get into the automation market, design workflows and stuff I mean, a lot of these companies, they already have applications, but most of them are manually done. And if you have a way to automate it, that's where the money's going to be. And it explains here recommendation for SaaS companies. So most of it is just automation, step processing. This is a great article. I'll send this to you in the link here if you guys want to check it out. It's a good read. What's up, Vibecoder United? I didn't. You're from Twitch, so let me send it to you here if you're interested in it. Vibecoders United. I like your name. We got united. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm just actually building my tool here. It's actually dogfooding itself right now. So this banner here, my AI will send me special messages, not through the chat, but sometimes it'll, in the middle of what they're doing, it'll send me alerts or special messages if it's important enough. And right here, it told me something was fixed. So I had one more, but my buttons don't work. I can't go to my next. I can't go archive it. I can exit that one. There's another one. So anything that's real important or something for my eyes to see that I should pay attention to, that's what's up here. It's a little emergency banner type thing. Yeah, I did. So Vibecoder is asking if I made this harness myself. So yeah, I actually built this whole thing here 3 days ago from scratch. Of course, vibe coding it. I started with my Claude desktop here and told it what I wanted and how I wanted it. So it's got some cool features. Right now, it's buggy. I changed a lot of the UI and backend stuff today, which broke a lot of my UI. So I'm trying to piece that all back together. One of the things that I'm really focused on is the token efficiency. I know how to reduce your token count when it comes to input and output. And I believe that's going to be important, especially if you're going to be swarming or having more than one AI running at once. So reducing the cost of your tokens, or even if it's just a subscription, because you have your hourly rates and your monthly rates, it's going to be important to reduce that so you get longer usage out of it. Yep, you just got to stay on top of it. So my key thing is you never let AI design your architect. You don't let it pick, from the ground up. You actually have to hold its hand the entire way and guide it exactly what you want. And then you have to go back and make sure that it's not adding things it's not supposed to, or if there's any leftover dead code, which is famous for that. You always have to do your due diligence to clean it up or have AI clean it up. If not, it becomes a bloat, like you said. So Joshua, you're having a hard time deciding between different types of SaaS builds, a lead gen or a custom system. Okay. Have you actually started working on one or the other, or you're just waiting? Can't find CMake. Oh my gosh. That's fine. You don't need CMake. Just commit it, and I'll merge all the commits later, and I could rebuild it myself. So you can skip that. This is done. Let's see what's going on here. That's awesome. Yeah, there's on my app, I'm waiting for some approvals on certain things too. And one of them, it's for me, my app is going to utilize SMS for for any of my clients to be able to send out text messages and stuff and send out alerts. And there's a whole registry you have to sign up for. And I've submitted it 3 times already, and they're still not happy with it. So I have a meeting with them this week to sit down and go review over, the entire opt out and opt in crap that we got to go through. And I did everything to the T that they asked me to. I felt like I did, and they still reject me. So when you come here, let me sign out here and come here. So when you sign up, pick your plan. You can't even create an account without agreeing to this. I have my SMS terms, my privacy policy, and my terms of service here. I even have a, where's it at? Oh, it's not on that. Oh, I didn't have it there. I might have removed it. But I had a whole SMS thing down here too. Oh, it's right down here. All right, it's next to my terms of privacy. So down here, I explain in detail what I'm doing with your information, and I'm trying to follow their exact guidelines, right? But they're still not happy with it. I don't get it. I've just been fighting with them. All right, did you go ahead and make any changes to the code on that? Or are you just reporting what you found? So that's a good question. I want to say how fast it was and the rejection process. I bet you, because what they said was they were unable to find it in my sign up form. I'm guessing that they sent a bot out to do a check instead of a human, and the bot didn't know how to crawl my website, and it just failed. That I 99% guarantee it's what it is. So when I have my meeting with them, I'm going to be talking to a human, hopefully, and I will show them everything I have. I sent them screenshots and links, and I don't know. They're just, it's annoying. Um, so everybody's done. Registration. Yes, I made all 3 changes. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and exit this because there's a lot of work that was done there. Go ahead and look at all the commits that was just submitted. Go over each one, make sure everything was good, do a full code review on all the work that was done. You can spin up agents if you have to get that done. And if everything looks good, go ahead and merge it into the main and go ahead and build a new version of it. So my CSS, I doubt that's it because I use, I believe it's Tailwind, and I use, I forget what the other thing is, but I really doubt it's my CSS. Should. Where's it at? Oh, well here, this will, some of my CSS right here. But yeah, I doubt it's the CSS that's doing it. But you might be right. I'm not sure what SSG is. One thing I've been working on is, let me find it. What window did I throw it in? Okay, here it is. So Google, for their search optimization, their SOE, they send a bot out to your website and it tries to crawl your website based on your robot text if you allow it and what directories it's allowed to crawl. And what it tries to do is find your sitemap. And under links, no, where is it? Security. And where is my sitemap? Oh, here, sitemap. I'm so blind today. All right, so my sitemap, just it's an XML. It's able to discover that, and it discovered 138 pages. And each page right now is able to index 99 of them. 125 of them it could not index for stupid reasons, like page redirect. And that's an issue because if you do HTTPS / and then Plyrium.com, it looks fine, but what's happening behind the scenes, it's redirecting to the www. And I think that's stupid, and I may just remove the www. No one uses that crap anymore. That was like the old 90s thing, World Wide Web. No one uses that anymore. So I may just remove it, and I think that'll solve this issue. These other ones, I've been waiting for them to kick off. I just haven't heard anything back from them. It started on 5.6, but it's not done yet. So SSG allows bots to scrape your site. Oh, that's so funny. I didn't realize that's what SSG means then. I was literally just now explaining it and talking about it. Hey, buddy. So and that could be another issue. I'm having a feeling it's the redirect issue that even Google's noticing. So when they send their bot out to Plyrium.com, it redirects them to www, and it kind of breaks the loop. So I use Vercel. The way I deploy it is I build it locally, and I send it to GitHub, which is linked to Vercel, which is my host. And Vercel will pick it up from GitHub. And I have a few different stagings that I can develop to, which I have a development, a preview, and the main. And my development is for me to do my testing in, and then I could throw it in a preview to fine tune it or look, share it to other people. And that's my staging. And this is my main here. Is that what you mean by that? Oh, okay. Well, you know more about this than I do then. Definitely. And if you meant by how do I deploy it, if that's what you mean by that, that's the steps I take. And inside here, I'll just sign in here. Okay, so you're familiar with Vercel. Okay. Well, thank you. This is 100% vibe coded, just to let you know. I built this 14 days ago from scratch. I had a vision. I knew what I wanted. I know what tech stack I wanted. And I guided my AI, which is Claude, to build this out exactly the way I want it. If you go to the demo here, and honestly, there is some, in the language, there's some human touch to it because people can spot AI language. One of the things I created was the Academy here, and I built this for SOE reasons because of how people search for things on Google, and it helps my page ranking. So I have guides in here, for example, how to start a food truck from scratch, how to handle phone calls when you're on the job, and these are actual guides people can go into, and they're well made, and it breaks it down the cost, like if you're missing your calls. And plus I threw a little bit of advertising here, right? But yeah, these are all hand tailored. Yeah, I'd love to see what you built. Is it okay if I share it here on the screen? Good. Finished. If you can't post a link, let me know. What's that? Oh no, he posted a link there. All right, here I want to see here. I'm already stopping pop-ups. What are you doing to me here? Tracker ads and blocker. Okay. So, deal notifier. See it first, buy it first. Free eBay alerts to your desktop and phone. Keep us spam. I need something like that, but for Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. Seriously. Also, eBay just went up for sale, or didn't who bought them? Someone just bought eBay. And it was the stupidest company in the world that I would never think would buy eBay. I just heard about this. GameStop, didn't they? Yeah, GameStop bought eBay. That's who it was. Craigslist was over that? Nah, I doubt that. How can they? I really don't think they will. So Joshua, yeah, GameStop. The owner of GameStop has put up his entire collection to come up with the 50 billion, well, or the $5 billion, or $50 billion. I forgot what it was, but to help come up with that money to purchase eBay. I really found it hilarious that out of all the companies out there, it was GameStop that wants eBay. So, but let's see here. Are you advertising your site worldwide, or are you geo-locked anywhere? Vibecoders United. So Vibecoder United says that he only bid on eBay, and eBay didn't hear about it before the announcement. Okay, all right. You're going to focus on U.S. And the reason why I asked that, if what you're going to be focusing on. So I geo-locked mine. Only U.S. and Canada can access it. And I have a good reason why, is there is a lot of legal things in here that I focused on, hand-tailored for like the HVAC company, the EPA certifications, electric company, their apprenticeship, their hours tracking and things like that. And that's not relevant to the UK or Israel or India. You know, they have their own laws and regulations. And I didn't want to dig into that just to open it up to the wider audience. I'd rather fine tune it and get it right in a smaller audience. And so I just went ahead and just geo-locked it where they can't even access my website. There's no point. But the reason why I asked, because I saw the banner pop up down here, and for accepted cookies, I believe you don't have to have that. There's only a lot of countries outside the U.S. require it. The UK is one of them, and I think California, there has to be some type of notice in there. That's it. But all the other states, you don't have to pop up that whole cookie if you don't want to. Fact check me, of course. Double check on that. You know what? Check this out. I'll show you something cool. I'm going to run this on yours. I built this on mine. So we're talking about automation. Let's do a free audit here. I'm going to put your website in here. This is free. And put the business name. We'll just call it Deal Notifier. But this is really for local businesses. And what's your email? Well, I guess that would be a stupid question. I'll send it to myself, and then I'll show it to you. There we go. And city, I'll put Texas. Oh wait, no, that's not a city. Dallas, Texas. There we go. Although you're probably not there. Oh, you gave me your. I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess I could put your email in there. But what this is doing is it's going to scrape your website to get a full idea of what your services are. Of course, it's not going to do anything intrusive. It's just going to read the basic information. And then from there, it's going to say, okay, let's see what his competitors are like and what they're offering and their prices. And I want to see how well your marketing is in the Google space and these other places versus how their marketing strategy is. And it's going to rank it based on that. Yeah. I would love to see it. It'll show it all. So I built this right here for companies. So when I'm out doing cold calls and stuff, trying to sell part of, one of my subscriptions or trying to get people to sign up, this is one of my strategies. I'll actually build this out for them and send it to them for free. and let them know, hey, I could help you with this. You know, I have ways to increase it or to improve it. I know you just want to say, come here, buddy. You just want to say hi, huh? Yeah. What? No. Excuse me. All right, so we're going to open up the PDF report. Let's see what it looks like here. So deal notifier, your overall score is 12. And to be fair, I put, this is not because of your site, it's because it's looking in the Texas area in Dallas. And that's what it's trying to find, because that's what I put in there. So this is not a hit on your site at all. But it tells you, it'll give you a score based on certain areas here, and it'll explain how. Let me scroll in here. It'll explain why it chose certain things. Critical mismatch. This is a SaaS product for eBay sellers, not a home service contractor. No phone numbers, no service booking flow. So it's a smart tool, and it knows exactly what your site is and what it does. Yeah, it's a local optimizer. Exactly. And right here it says no local SOE infrastructure whatsoever. Title is simple. Deal notifier. No city service keywords. No schema markup. And these are great things to have in here, though. No evidence of Google business profile. The SaaS product has no physical service area, hours, categories, photos. So you can score to 0 on that, your Google business profile. Your reviews, of course, you're not going to have no reviews. Only 3 customer testimonies, right? Embedded in the page copy. No star ratings, no dates, no third party. So this is a cool little tool, huh? What do you guys think of it? And it goes through, tells you about what's critical. So that's what my free audit tool does. And then it breaks it down for you. And of course, I really don't save that information. It gets emailed to you. I actually have no place that I keep it. I really don't need to save it. There's no purpose to me having it. It's for you, right? It's good data for you. Okay. Yeah, Joshua, his eBay site that he has here, the deal notifiers, that would have been great for people who are buying and reselling for eBay. I used to do a lot of that. I used to go and do storage auctions, and I've done yard selling and find some good deals and sell them on eBay. I've done quite a bit of that. So, no, I think it looks good. You did a great job here. It's simple, clean, it's straight to the point. I like the colors. The stopping banner. Yeah, it's straight to the point. I like it. I like it. And I am no expert in web developing or SaaS. I just my own personal experience. All right, that's still busted. That's what I've been doing all day, fixing bugs. It's annoying. I want to get to the features, the fun stuff. Let's draw an arrow. That thing. I got to point at it. No good. Let's just do that. Okay, in the screenshot, I have an arrow drawn. I pointed straight to the topology orb that's in the center. That's supposed to represent the director. His team, which is supposed to be surrounding it, is not available there. It's not showing. And the interactivity of it is not working anymore like it used to. So something broke in a transition and all the backend redesign we did today. And we need to get this back up and running. take a look here. So page speed.webdev. All right. Let's do that so it doesn't have to redirect it. I'll let it analyze, see what happens. Hey, I got good mobile view on it, and on top of that, that was slow. So when I go to open a tech demo here, this is what their mobile view would look like. In fact, if you open this on your phone, you would see how it would fit on your phone, and it shows you like all the contact stuff. So I made sure to optimize for mobile view. So best practices, SOE, accessibility, performance. Yeah, that's because of Vercel and supabase. And I could increase the CPU and things like that. I just haven't done it again. I'm waiting until I get more customers. So I understand that. Let's see what else here. First, content paint. Total block time. Speed index. Largest content paint, 6.7 seconds. Cumulative layout. Yeah, so here's the mobile view right here. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, I see that. It's giving me some ideas and a lot of the crap that does need to be loaded, like right here, or that could be cleaned up. An LCP error? I'm not sure what an LCP error is. So over at YouTube, Ferrari is saying that he went to the site and he's saying that his was given to him LCP error. This is never loads. Then he says insights. I mean, okay. So Joshua, I don't have any. I have 0. I built this 14 days ago. One of the biggest things that I have to do is get my marketing up, and I suck at it. So I have Google Ads and I have Facebook Ads. Google Ads is I'm focused towards my leads, and Facebook Ads I'm focused towards my sales. So it's a little bit different strategies on both of them because Facebook costs a lot more to run. It's stupid ridiculous, and everyone. So it depends on your bid strategy. It gets real expensive. So I try to go as cheap as I can, but get as much exposure as I can. And then once the website has matured enough, it's been around, Google sees it, the SOE's fine, everything's good on it, then I can start spending money on the actual the bid wars when it comes to exposure, the clicks, all the other stuff, and drive more people in here. So I'm hoping to get at least 1 or 2. Let me show you here. So clients, I just have my test accounts right now that I've been working on. What I like about my back end here, like if I wanted to come in and see like the voice option here, I want to see what it looks like as a client. Something broke on this page. That is not supposed to happen. That has never happened to me. Give me a second here. Okay, we got some issues over at Plyrium, and when I tried, I can open a page, I could go to the admin page, and when I try to view one of my test accounts as the client, I'm getting this error, and we need to get this resolved. And let me check to see what could have caused that. See if I get any console error. And I do, so I'm going to copy the, this is a, if you guys do any web developing, this is going to be your best friend here. This and your network and how things are connected. If you guys aren't familiar with how to use the dev tool in here, just copy and pasting this and Claude is going to help reduce the search issues or the search results. So it'll help it find the bug faster, I should say, or the issues. Well, anyways, yeah, when it's working, it's pretty cool. Thank you. Can you actually see my meta ads? Have you seen them? I got them shooting out everywhere. If you haven't seen my meta ads, I'll show you guys what it looks like here. If I can find them, what'd I do with them? Here we go. Here. All right. So my meta ads, how I did this is real simple. I have my brand. I have some screenshots of my my SaaS, my portal, and of course, you know, your text, and you got some cool design. I took these screenshots, I sent it to ChatGPT, and I said, make me an ad, and I explained the colors and how I wanted it, and this is how they came out. And actually, I told it what size I wanted too. And that way I could reach different, make different types of ads. So, you know, they're all different sizes, but even look how well it did with the text. I am so impressed with it because it actually took my screenshots and it used them. So schedule, quotes, invoices. I like this one here. This one turned out really good. This one has a real pop to it. You haven't been served them yet? Okay. But yeah, these are my ads that I have all over right now that I've been working on. Here's another one. So I hope they're good. I don't know. I've never really built an ad. That was one of my first ones. So make interfaces feel better. Feel really blocked. So you found a new skill that'll help the web UI feel smooth. What was it? What's your new skill? How do you do that? Yeah, I publish them. They're on Meta right now. I have, let me see if I can pull it up here. I have two main ads going. I'll show you them here. Go to the ad center. I hate Facebook's interface. I really do. It is so dumb. I just want to see my ads. Ad center, yeah, that's where I'm trying to go. Oh, that didn't work. Ad manager. Got like 50 million different interfaces for stupid stuff. Sorry, I'll make sure not personals on here. All right, so I'll show this to you guys. Here, let me bring that over here. All right, so I have two active right now, and I have my leads and my awareness. I was doing sales and it was working, but I didn't want to be spending that kind of money right now until the website ages a little bit more. And of course, I have a webhook that I built into the back end to track my ads, and I was running that for the longest time to see how well. It was more like a learning campaign. And if I go to dashboard here, I can't even go to the dashboard. You know what it might be? I'm wondering if supabase is down. They actually had that issue the other day, or if they're having connection issues. Claude says. So diagnosing it. So anyways, back to my ads attribution here. This is the webhook that I have for that Facebook, and anything that comes through that ad, I can get updates and notified on what happens. So can you install skills by NPX? The blog have the command and then call it using. So make interface skills better. We'll call the skills and use skills. I'm afraid to download skills or use other people's skills without fully reading it myself because there's so many. Since AI is just now starting to become popular, there's a lot of crap out there that people just go throw up anywhere, and they could be there could be skills injection and stuff that could cause harm. So I make my own skills and my own. Yeah, you could definitely. Yeah, I'm sure you can, but you have to know what you're looking for. Otherwise, you may miss the actual injection. Yeah, so even that took me to the meta ads generator or the campaign thing. But yeah, so these are my ads. I'm not sure how to show you the actual campaign thing here. Yeah. So here's one. It looks like one preview ad. So you can see what they look like here. Except for the reels on their Instagram, I don't. For some reason, oh yeah, it throws it down here. Okay. So, yep, those are it. That's what they look like. So spending on marketing, probably $100, if that. Between that and the Google, yeah, not very much. Like I said, I'm not really to ramp up yet. I'm just trying to get it out there, get some exposure, get a couple clicks here and there, and work on my SOE, and of course a few other bugs that, like you saw today. I'm making sure everything's good before I go all out on it. I will be right back, guys. I'm gonna step away and get a drink. Interesting. That's right. So it was an nextjs issue. Um, my previous build was working fine, and I made some changes yesterday, which is part of one of my layers of security that I added. And nextjs did a reevaluation on it, and it strictly broke everything. So. What's a lot of token burn? Does it show somewhere? Right here. 166,000. Both published for sale. Okay, good. So it looks like we fixed the issue there. Let me go to Vercel and see how it is here. Yeah, so it's building right now. So I have my staging my main. So right now I'm in this main. I just jump to this one, and then when staging gets in, so staging main, it actually, they both are the same version. So now when I come here, and also I have this ability here where your page won't refresh. You can actually browse through here. Does not refresh at all. You can even change links. Like if I go quick sign up, right? Oh, well that took care of it. Never mind. I'll shut up now. But purpose of this is so you can finish your, well, do I need to hit refresh? No, it's still an issue. But the purpose of that is so you can, if you're in the middle of filling out a customer's data or something and I push an update on you, it's not going to break anything that you're doing. So I'm still seeing the issue. Not quite sure if all the components were fixed for the nextjs. If you could spin up some agents and really take care of this, this is important. This is a situation that needs to be fixed right away. Hey, Ice. So right now my website's having some issues, so I was just kind of debug that. But what I'm actually vibe coding right now is oh, no, I sent it to the wrong one. I'm sorry, that was not for you. That was for another cloud instance. I'll go ahead and retract that, and we'll continue working on Plyrium Forge. So the other thing I've been working on is my tool for my AI. It's a what do they call it? Agentic Development Environment, ADE. So yeah, I got my little guys back. Oh yes, they're working. Hey, if I can't play with my balls, I don't want to play at all. Okay, so this is a tool that can help you vibe code streamline your development much faster. There's probably about 100 of these out in the market right now. I'm building my own. I want my own design. I have my own ideas, everything that I want in it. My Kanban is still going. I need to fix that. And see if that's not fixed either. Yep. So it has some issues. It was working a lot better earlier today. I just did a revamp on the back end on a lot of things today, and it broke a lot of the interface stuff, and that's what I'm working on, trying to get that fixed. So back to the Plyrium Forge, I just went ahead and launched it. It looks like the topology is working. One issue I do see is if I try closing an agent in a terminal, it spawns in a new agent on top of that, and I cannot close the terminal. That's not how I want it to function. If I have a team of 3 or a team of 4 or a team of 5, doesn't matter. The topology will reflect that, and anytime I close a terminal or just exit one out, it should remove that team member from the topology and from the terminal interface. So okay, Ice. So vibe coding is just like what you're seeing right now. I don't touch the code. I direct AI to facilitate the design, where I facilitate the design, but I tell the AI to do the work, do all the coding, the programming behind the scenes. And right now, most of the stuff I built was in this desktop, which is made by Claude, which is an anthropic product, and it works good to a certain point, but it's slow. Like I want to run multiple agents at once to streamline my development, to make it much faster. So I'm building a tool for that. Yeah, Vibecoder United. I would love to see some of your streams. I want to see what you're developing and stuff. That would be interesting. Love to see it. So is an ADE the same as a harness? So it is a harness for all the CLIs or the CLIs that I'm running inside of it, right? The CLIs is the tool that's provided by the AI developer. So Claude has their own CLI. Codex, which is OpenAI or ChatGPT, they have their own CLI, and I have a harness that is kind of wraps that into my tool, so I can run multiple of them at once. Yeah, so ICE, that's one of my focuses, is one of my selling points. So my product is going to be for sale. I'm hoping by this week, but I'm going to end up selling it for, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to price it yet. I need to do a good strategy dump on that. But one of my focuses is token efficiency. I know exactly what I need to do, and I've already done it, on how to interject your prompt. When it goes in, there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes inside the CLI or in the tool. And what I'm doing is extracting, what it does, it builds up a cache. And every time it makes a tool call, it does, you got a cache, a tool call, and a wire. And anytime it uses any of those, it creates unnecessary tokens. And it builds up the cache. So every time you send a new one, it keeps sending all that old stuff over again. So behind the scenes, I'm stripping all that out for every prompt you send to reduce your token efficiency. So when you're running my tool and Claude, you get 99% token efficiency. And I'll show that to you. With Codex, they're a little bit different on their back end. So I'm only able to get around 45 to 50% token efficiency with them, but that's still better than zero. And like I said, it's going to be one of my main focuses, my selling point. And so you can run that $20 subscription and get your full 5 hours or more out of it and run multiple agents. So, I'll show you here how that works. I do have the $200 one. I talk to people on here that has they have 5 accounts at the $200 plan. It's ridiculous. All right, so this is Codex, and down here Claude. I'm gonna have him. All right, let's give him a job here. I want you to take a look at the UI at the top right in all my viewports. What I'm missing is my Kanban board. I can't open it. I have no way to open it. You need to find out what happened to it. Now, I'm going to send him this job. And up here, my little banner, you'll see it start saving some tokens here. Right now, I'm already at 56%. I'm at 80, but drop down to 76. 95, 89. And there's my 99. And it'll stay around there for the rest of the time, between 98 and 99. And this is, so what it would have cost me, I wish it stays here. Where is it? So it tells you exactly how it's saving it, you know, the cache, the wire, the total tokens, and it calculates each one. It should be calculating the price too, on how much you're saving. Yeah, I have it set up where you could actually use Cursor, Open Code, and Gemini as well. So it depends on what you want to use. I'm also going to set it up where you can, if you want to use Ollama, I'm going to have it where it's integrated into Ollama, and you can run your own AI through Ollama. And the other one is OpenRouter. I'm going to include that in here as well. I want this tool to be usable by any type of Vibe developer out there, and I want them to bring their own AI to it. I've never heard of Open Code Go. Not familiar with it. Or Open Code CLI. Drop the chocolate chip. That's mine. I ain't gonna waste it. So, see what this says here. And it's still here that you see. This is what I'm going to be selling here. And there's the, so it's done. This is the total savings that I've done. And it breaks it down for the price on how much it would have cost and what your total baseline is and what your savings is. So if you want to screenshot that or copy it and try to understand it. Now, when it comes to Codex, which is ChatGPT, I can't get the full 99%. It's a way different interface behind this, behind the interface when it comes between the, you have the terminal, you have the CLI, which is their tool, and then behind that, there's a HTTP request that goes from both of those to the Agentix main server, which is the LLM. So you can, there's ways to enter each one of those steps to strip out certain things before it hits the LLM. And that's where they charge you at, if that helps. So OpenGo is also very cheap, easy. Okay, yeah, I read that. So literally, is it $5? Like how much usage can you get out of it? What's the limitations? Nothing's free. Everything costs money. Even running something like that costs money. Is the server saturated where it's slow or? All right. I'll show you the code here, the codex. Hang on here. Yeah, but I'm not seeing it in my drop-down UI. I'll show you a screenshot. Yeah, try doing this in your terminal. Copy and paste from your clipboard of images. So here's the screenshot. I'm not seeing, when I click the little icon, I should, into my panels, I should see the list of all my panels that I have that I built for Plyrium Forge. And I'm not seeing, there's about 80% of them are missing. Can I create a new team yet? That was another issue I was having. And I can't, okay. I still can't create a new team. I already have a current team, that's Dev 1. And when I try creating a new one on top of that, it doesn't create it and it doesn't open up a new tab for me. That really needs to get looked at. We need to get that working. I should be able to have multiple teams, multiple tabs open. And each team has their own terminal, their own director, and their own topology. And right now, I'm only able to create one team that only has one terminal, um, terminal dashboard that houses all my terminals, and only one director and one topology. Oh, I must have ran out of space. Let's sit in that. Yeah, and that's why I want to be able to open this up for different types of AIs, especially the free ones out there. And when people start using this, like they could be running Claude, the $20 a month subscription with token savings, um, and be able to have it do the heavy lifting while they're running the free AIs to do the content writing or maybe code reviews or whatever. And people will be able to use a tool like this a lot easier than they can. Like there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of competition out there when it comes to these type of tools. I want you to see if there's a tool out there that's going to be doing with what I'm doing. I would be amazed if they are. And the other thing I have here is poor Roger. You could name them. You can name them whatever you want. Um, what if they're named over here too? They need to be. Yeah, they need to be named over there. Um, and plus, you could write down a description, and then if you hover over it, it'll give you a brief description. That way, if you have multiple terminals, you can see what. Okay, this one I am doing for research. This one I'm going to be doing this, whatever. You can add notes to them, and you can expand them so you can see what's going on while the other ones are running behind the scenes. Yeah, see all these other panels here. I got the skills, the inbox, agentic activity reviewer, browser. I have all these tools that I can't access right now. I broke it. Did you go ahead and fix it? Is it already ready to? Did you committed your work tree? Oh, did you commit your work tree? I need to update my voice here. I have a built-in speech to text tool, and I'm using Parakeet, which is the NVIDIA's text speech to text AI, and I'm using their 0.6 billion parameter one, which I also have the 1.6 billion parameter one, which does a lot better. And I'm going to be putting that in here to see if there's a difference in it. And this will run locally on your. It's local on your computer. It's built into the tool itself, so you don't have to use tools like Whisper. And I'm going to see these guys like if they're working and talking to the director. I need to see which one's doing what because if I have 50 terminals running, I want to see which one he's communicating with. All right. It's just a fun little game now while you're waiting. I think in every one of my streams, I've been eating something. Oh, let's take a look. See what happened here. It actually fixed the issue though. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're back in business here, guys. It's working. And that's my Facebook events, which is supposed to fail here. So that's good. All right. Yeah. That looks good. Oh, I'll show you something cool here. Let me go back here. This is one thing. If you build a SaaS, one thing you have to think about is quality of life when it comes to the user and how they interact with your tool. Um, like I have a dark mode, a light mode. That's something that can be toggled on and off for the user. That's basics. I can hide the icons here to have a better opening interface here for people. Oh, was I disconnected there for a minute? It didn't show me going offline. Let me check. Let me do a refresh. I'm sorry. That's so weird. Yeah, my YouTube's showing offline. What the heck? Oh, there it goes. It's on now. Wow. Okay. Oh, okay. And I'm bug? What do you mean I'm bug? My voice, my sound. Um, but anyways, for the quality of life. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying there. Yes, 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 yes. It is fixed. It was still the Next.js issue. It just wasn't pushed towards all the other places it needed it. It did though. Um, but for the quality of life, so one thing I have for my users is this sidebar here, and they can still access it and maneuver through what they need to. And the other thing that I added for them is this customized navigation here, because if I'm a receptionist and I have to log into this tool, and I see all this crap in here that I don't need to see or don't want to see, I can actually hide what I don't want. I could actually move up what I feel like is more important, which it's not moving, and it should be. And that could just be the admin side because I didn't focus on the admin side as much as I did the. Let me go. Hang on. Sign out. Go back to here. Let me show you in a demo because that's actually it's a live account, but it's all locked down. All right, this is better here. Like see how much stuff this has in here. Being able to collapse and organize, and that used to work and it's not working. Okay, that's definitely a bug then. Fun when everything works one day in when your apps or tech stack doesn't update and it breaks stuff. Okay, one issue I'm seeing here with the nav bar when I'm in the customization, I should be able to drag and drop these and move them around. And right now that seems to be locked. I'm unable to move them around. Can you find out what's going on? And right now I'm in the demo site and I tried it there and I also tried it in my admin portal side and none of them are working. Um, but what does work is if you want to favorite some, let's scheduler. And what that'll do is you'll have a little favorites pinned up here. And this is like the main ones I want to work out of, right? Just right here. The like just say these are the important ones. This is all I care about. I don't care about this rest stuff. So it's just quality of life things to add some ideas for you guys. Yep, yep, yep. Now back to this guy. This one's still cooking. Look at this. Trying Codex to see if he can solve this problem here. And okay, I wanted to show this to you. So Codex, as you can see, doesn't get as good of a token savings as much as Claude does. And I saved it there. You can see at the top, I have 93% that's cash, which is giving me the 50% discount pretty much. And the Claude is giving me almost 90% at 99% cash. And it shows me, it breaks it down on where the savings are. In Claude, I've only used 43.3 tokens, 1,000 tokens, where Codex, I'm already at 13.4 million tokens. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. See if I missed anything while I was gone. Did this finally get done? All right. Well, that should be good. Let me go ahead and have it built. I just made some changes. If you can look at the commits, code review, and then merge it and build it for me. And he also did a push for me. I think I have an update here. Yeah. I really need to increase my CPU usage here. Or SimNet's running. I don't want to purchase that. No way. Not yet. Or the analytics. I think they make you pay for that too. Yep. Verso's good. If you have like like if you're starting to build your first web app, they have a free version and you can connect to Supabase, which is also free. They have a free version as well, just to get your site going. And then they have these plans you can purchase if you need more speed or space or data, things like that. Sweet. It was all clean. So GPT did a good job there building thing. Let's see if it'll solve some of the problems there. View menu and toolbar now exposes 14 panels. Ops board memory, okay. And additional terminal director and topology will notify when done. Okay, nice. I'm gonna be logging off here soon. I got to work early in the morning, so. But I'll be streaming sometime tomorrow for you guys. I'm hoping to get to a point where I'm trying to get all these little stupid bugs out of the way so I can focus on a couple more features and then I'll be ready for release. I'm so close. I really am. One of the things that was bothering me is exiting. Okay, it closed it. And there it goes. Oh, yeah. See, that was a bug. That was an issue. And okay, here's all my other features. Now they're showing like oh, yeah, that works great. Look at that. Um, let me copy all of that. Then that here. Reload UI. Well, that works. So this is my communication for all the uh, each AI when they work with each other and they need to talk to each other. That's what all this is for. And let's see here. I have my memory, which is broken also. Yay. Yeah, when you do refactor, expect stuff like this to happen. And there is my memory right here. Sweet. This needs to be revamped. I have to redesign this whole thing here. But it's growing. Every time they do anything, they write to the memory. So that part's working. I can tell it's been growing exponentially. Like anything that they do, it's all in their memory right in here. So that's good. I got my inbox here, which is broken. I had the same type of error. All right. And that's empty. All right. And then my browser. Okay. We're done doing that. Uh, see how well it works. I haven't even tested this yet. Well, that works. Yeah, browser does not work. So I'm not going to focus on that yet. Let's focus on these errors. As you can see above, anytime I click a link or try opening or nav to one of the tools that we have, it breaks, and then I have to hit reload for it to load. That's an issue. It's probably a simple fix, but go ahead and take a look at it. It doesn't matter which tool I load. This is what happens. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. It's like I said, it's late for me, but I'll be on tomorrow if you guys want to join. And you all have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining me this evening. See you guys later. Bye.